we're going to start standing with our band. I said a long one if you have it. And let's go ahead and stand in Pilates stance, which is simply like baby first, which means your heels are either together or close as you can get them together with your legs externally rotated. Should feel like you're kind of zipping up through the back of your legs and stand tall. We're going to hold the band across our palms like this with our elbows nice and close to our side, just to kind of open our shoulder a bit. So as we're going to stand here and inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to open and then inhale, release. Exhale, open, the hands apart. Just find the amount of resistance that you want, right? Exhale, open, and then we'll add the heel lift. So inhale, exhale, float your heels up as you open. Inhale, lower down as you close. And lower down. Again, the elbows are close to our side. We're just kind of, engaging our rotator cuff muscles, right? And kind of strengthening those. So lifting the heels and lowering. Good. Floating up and down. Great. And then go ahead and relax. You can bring your legs into parallel. And we're going to take our band in front of us, kind of loose like that. As we lift our band over our head, we draw our shoulder blades down, our rib cage in, and we might let our band loosen to take our arms behind us, right? Because we don't want it to be too tight. And then lift up and bring it front, kind of, again, a little shoulder warm up, lift up, shoulder blades down, heads lifted, arms behind, finding your resistance, lift up, lower down in front, inhale and exhale. Good. And then what we'll do here is bring our band behind our back, right under the shoulder blades like that, and grab it. So the band is on the inside between your torso and your arm, right? Hold on to it. And you're just going to stretch your right arm straight out. This is called boxing. It's kind of like you're boxing. And then pull it in. Stretch your left arm straight out. Pull it in. Right arm and in. Left arm. Find your resistance. You want some resistance. Not too much. Punch it out. Pull it in. Punch it out. Pull it in. Stretch it out. Pull it in. Now we're going to stretch both arms out. Now you need to loosen the band a little bit. Okay? Just let it kind of slide through your hands. And then the right arm is going to go back. We're going to follow it back behind us and back in front of us. And then follow our left arm back and bring it back in. So we're just twisting, rotating to the back. Take the right arm back and bring it forward. Take the left arm back and bring it in. Great. And now take both arms out. You're going to lift your chest, lift your heart, inhale, and then exhale, arms forward. And then again, drawing the arms back as we lift, a little bit of an arch there. Exhale, forward. Good. Pull the arms back, lift the heart, and exhale forward. Good. And then go ahead and let your band come out in front of you. Bring it back. We're going to take it, just take it up over our head here and do a little side bend. So lifting tall as we inhale, just take it over to one side on our exhale. And inhale as we lift back up. Exhale over. You might want your legs a little bit wider apart. That to help you feel more stable, right? Take it over, just a little side to side bend. Over. Really kind of curling that tailbone under as well to help hold your hips and low back nice and stable. Last one. Bending and lifting up. And then just let your arms float down. Let's just circle our hips and kind of let everything go. So hula hoop of the hips. We haven't done any Pilates this week. At least I haven't. And then reverse your circles. Let your joints move around. All right, and then we'll go ahead and come to our mat wherever you're going to be, and just put your band down. We'll roll down here. So inhale, on our exhale, letting our shoulders, our arms, our head, everything relax. Roll down and hang. Here you can bend and straighten the legs. You can also let your torso kind of swing side to side if you want to do that. Right? Just whatever feels good, hanging here. And let's go ahead and stack our spine up. So letting the knees be bent as much as they want to be. Everything's relaxed as we stack up. So we get that nice stretch in our backside. A nice big breath and exhale, roll down again. Good. We'll walk our hands out into pike or down dog. Find your fingers spread wide, knees a little bent, lifting the tailbone and just letting our heels stretch down, maybe shifting our body around a little bit, side to side. You might like shifting forward and back, just whatever feels good to you. Try to get that stretch in the back of our legs by lifting our tailbone, reaching our heels down. And then taking our hands a little farther away from our feet, vice versa, coming into a high plank or a regular type of plank, whatever you want to do. And just take a couple big breaths here. And then lower down to the mat. Just bring your knees under you. Come around to sitting and go ahead and find your band. You might fold it, actually fold it in half, especially if it's long. Fold it in half. Bring your feet close to your hips. And we're going to just take our arms are in line with our shoulders, right? Holding the band. You're just going to take your arms back over your head and let them relax on the ground. Your shoulders relax here. Good. And we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to curl the tailbone up, peel off the mat, and bring our band across our legs. Kind of press down a little bit. As you press your hips up, you'll feel your shoulders engage just a bit. Okay, inhale, exhale. As you articulate the spine down, arms go back over. So just do that a few times, that moving bridge. Inhale, exhale, pressing the hips up, arms come across the legs, and we just pull a little bit down from the shoulder here, pull the arms down as we inhale, and then exhale, articulate down, arms go over the relax and inhale, exhale, hips come up, arms come across the legs, band comes across the legs, little press as you inhale and press your hips up, and then we exhale, articulate the spine down, arms over our head. We're coordinating this movement, right? Exhale, press up, arms across the legs or by the legs, press down, inhale, and exhale, articulate down, arms over the head. You're going to stay here and here rather, and then just take your arms to the ceiling, so straight up, holding your band, and then in your neutral spine, press your hips about 2 inches off the ground, just a little bridge, right? A baby bridge. And this is a pelvic stability. So you're just gonna straighten your left leg long on the mat, lift it up about 2 inches, lower it back down, slide your foot in, right? Try to hold your pelvis still. Slide your right leg straight down the mat, float it up about 2 inches, lower it down, slide that foot in, lower your hips and relax. Good. And then go ahead and do that again in your neutral. Press your hips up about 2 inches, just 2 more times, one on each side. So slide the left leg straight, float it up a little bit, let it float down, slide it in, slide your right leg straight down the mat, float it up a little bit, lower it down, holding our pelvis steady, slide that foot in, and lower the hips down. Take your arms over your head, relax your arms, sway your knees over to one side, lift them up, sway them the other direction. And just a couple more times, letting our low back get a little twist and our legs relax. All right, and then when our knees come back to the top again, lift your arms back up to the ceiling, press the low back into the mat, bring one leg up, other leg up into tabletop, flex the feet. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to draw our arms back a little bit, sliding our shoulder blades down our back and feeling our rib cage pull down. So you want to feel the arms and rib cage moving away from each other, okay? And then bring it back up. And then we're going to add the legs. So inhale, exhale, straighten that right leg, pressing your back into the mat as you reach your arms a little bit back. Good. Inhale, everything comes to center. Exhale, extend your left leg as you press your back into the mat, reach your arms back. And remember that rib and shoulder blade move away from our arm, vice versa. Exhale, reach to your right heel. Inhale back. Exhale, reach to your left heel. It's a core connection exercise, right? So feeling the connection from our core, right, as we reach out, keeping our back on the mat. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, bring it back. 2 more. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale, back. Last one, or you're even on both sides, right? Bring it back in. Great. And then you're going to take your band, unfold it, put it around your feet, hopefully flat. And make sure you got the balls of your feet covered. Holding onto your band here with your elbows down. I'm just going to do a leg press. So you're going to press those legs away and bring them back in. So you can breathe however you want. You can inhale, press out, exhale in, or vice versa. Just breathe with it. Breathe one way or the other. Inhale in, exhale out, or the other way, right? Find your resistance. The lower your legs are, the harder it's going to be. Just make sure that you're not letting your back go into an arch, right? Good. And breathe. And then we're going to add to that. So you're going to press out, lift your legs to the ceiling, lower them back to where they were, and bend the knees. Press out and lift up, lower down, bend in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Lift and lower and bend and press. Again, we're trying to keep our back, our spine on the mat, right, the whole time. Next time you bend your knees in, stay here. Take your left foot out of your band. Keep the right foot in. And actually widen your arms apart a little bit. So they're a little wider away from each other, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to straighten our right leg, lift it up to the ceiling, stretch our left leg down the mat. I need to gather my band. And then you're going to draw your left knee in as you take your right leg down. Okay, so right leg goes up, left leg stretches long on the mat. So you're scissoring your legs or you're doing the splits. Pull the knee in as that right leg goes down, lift it up as the left leg stretches out. And breathe. Left leg stretches, right leg lifts. Right. Like a scissor, with your knee bends and then it straightens. Good. Now you can lift your head and shoulders if you want and make it a little more challenging, right? If you want, or keep your head and shoulders on the mat. You can also wrap your band around your hands if you have enough band, right? So various options. So feel that split. Pull it in, stretch it out. Pull it in, stretch it out. La, la, la. There it is. Good. Last one. And then when you stretch your leg up, your other leg, your left leg down, relax, keep your leg up there. Cross your band. Give your leg a stretch. Move your foot if you'd like to kind of flex and point, roll through your foot to against the band. You can do that. Let's give this leg a good stretch. And then we'll take the band in our left hand, right arm out from the shoulder, take it across the body, just guide it across, feeling that stretch as far as you want to go. Try to keep your legs straight as possible. Really stretch through the IT band, through the outside or outer part of our leg, right? Breathe. And then lift the leg up, switch hands, left arm out, open it out to the side, try to keep it high and straight, keep the left hip down. Just let it kind of hang there. And lift back up. And then we're going to do circles. So you can gather up the band again in one half in each hand or one side in each hand, elbows down. Get it as tight or as loose as you want. Take that leg across, sweep it down, around, exhaling around. So anchor that left leg, right? We're going to do big circles with as much support as you need with your band, or as much support as you would like with your band, using your breath. And then next time we come to the top, we can reverse our circles. Other direction, cross and up, out, down, across and up, sweeping it all the way down and around and up. Good, and using the breath. So good for us, these leg circles. And the next time we come to the top, we're going to bring our left leg back in, put that foot in the band, right? So uncross, And then take your right leg out, and the left foot is got the band. Widen your arms a bit, maybe, so it's easier. And then you're going to extend that left leg, lift it up and straighten your right leg long. And then as you lower your left leg, draw the right knee in, right? So, and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Again, you might want to gather your band around your hands, like I like to do. You might lift your head and shoulders. Good. Inhale and exhale. Just reminding you to breathe. Okay, just breathe with that. Really do the splits though, as much as you can. Get the legs as straight as you can in the splits, and then draw it down. Good times, huh? Okay, couple more. And like I said, head can be down or up to you. Last one. And then when we take that leg up, we relax our head if it's up, stretch this left leg. So you want to cross your band, give that leg a stretch. You want to move your foot, flexing and pointing and shifting or twisting side to side like that. Anchoring that right leg down. Nothing like a good leg stretch in the morning. And then we'll take our band in our right hand, left arm out, and see if you can get it pretty straight, pretty high, guide it across the body. Find that stretch there and breathe, taking it as far as you want across or as far as is tolerable, right? And breathe. How much can we tolerate on this side? Breathe into it. And then we'll lift up, switch hands, open it out. The right arm goes out, right hip stays down. Try to keep the leg pretty high, pretty straight if you can, but just trying to get a stretch in the inner leg adductors, so groin. And lift back up. And then again, one hand grabs each end of the band. You can loosen it up or however tight or loose you want your band for circling. Take that leg across, sweep it down, exhaling around and back to the top. Okay. Letting the hip and the low back get the little movement here, but shoulders relaxed. And using our breath. Amazing how heavy the leg can be. That's why we use our band. It makes it a little easier. And then next time we come to the top, we can reverse our circles. Out, down, across, and up. Good. Breathing. And one more circle around. And then when you come to the top, bring that right foot in. Bring it back into the band. Okay. And just bend your knees. And you're just going to bring your feet down as you lift your head and shoulders, straighten your legs to use your band to come up like that. Just like that. Okay. So with our legs straight, we'll take a stretch, lifting the sits bones, bringing the pelvis forward and just stretching over the legs here. And then sitting tall with your band pretty tight. My band is crossed because it's kind of slippery, but you know, it's up to you what you want to do with it. And then what we want to do is sit tall. So if the knees need to bend a little bit, that's okay, because we're going to do a little postural work. So elbows close by our side and really lengthen the spine. Notice how much your knees need to bend and try to straighten them, but if they don't straighten, that's okay, right? It's more about the spine here. And you're just going to pull and lengthen your spine. You pull the elbows back and then release the arms. And then again, lengthen the spine as you pull and release. Lengthen tall, pull and release. So just kind of strengthening those postural muscles around our spine, right? Lengthen, pull and release. Pull and release. One more time. Pull and release. Good. And then just let your arms relax a bit. Bend the knees a little bit, whatever is comfortable for you. And again, we're going to have our arms straight in front of us, and you can feel free to loosen or tighten up your band. We're going to bring the fists in towards our chest, right? So in front of the heart. And lift your spine tall and kind of inhaling here. As you exhale, curl the tailbone and round back a little bit. And then let your arms straight out from your shoulders. You're going to probably need to loosen them. Loosen the band. Pull your arms back as you pull yourself forward over your legs. And then bring the hands in front of you, arms up and lift. So we'll do it a few times, you get the hang. Okay, hands in front of the sternum, fists in front of the sternum, inhale. Exhale, curl back. Be a little farther, just somewhere that feels doable to you. Open the arms out from the shoulders. You're going to pull the arms back as you pull yourself forward. Arms will come forward and lift up. You lift your heart and then fists in front of the chest, okay? Let's scooch over a little bit. Okay, inhale, exhale, round back. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, pull back. This is called rowing when you pull back. And then bring your arms forward, lift them up at a diagonal, lift your heart, and then fists in front of your chest. Inhale, exhale, round back. Maybe a little farther. Pull the arms out. Pull them back behind you, up, reach forward and up, and fists in front of the chest. Exhale back. Stretch out to the side. Pull yourself up as you pull your arms back. And then they come forward and you lift up. Fists in front. Inhale. Exhale back. We'll do 50 more. No. Okay, arms straight out. Pull yourself up by pulling your arms back. Reach it up. Fist in front. One more time. Exhale back. Arms stretch out. They're low. You're pulling back, pulling yourself up, bringing it forward, reaching out front, and hands in front of you. Okay, that was enough of that. Okay. So finding your band maybe a little tighter, but not too tight. We're going to hold on again, round back a little bit. And then I think it doesn't really matter which side band is on top or on the bottom. It'll still work. But hold your right hand nice and still, and then take your left elbow back and follow it and release and follow it back. Find your resistance. Just little twist to the back. Inhale and exhale, holding your band taut with your right hand. Pull and then release. And now come up on this one and take a short break. We'll do the other side. Inhale, exhale, round back a bit, holding that left arm tight You're gonna twist to the right and release. Again, find the amount of resistance that you want. Just follow the elbow back. Don't make it too tight though. I don't recommend your band to be too tight. Good, last one. Come forward this time and come up. All right, and then we'll just do a few roll-ups, and you can use the band as tight, as you want, as loose as you want, just it's there to assist us. Inhale and exhale, roll down, and using that band to come up, and the breath. Maybe you let your knees bend and straighten like I do. Good, lift tall, exhale, round back. Nice deep breath, exhale up. Use the band so you can focus more on the roll up, right? What's going on there? The spine, the breath, the relaxed shoulders. And when you come up on this one, we'll just add a little bit of a variation, right? We're just going to keep our back flat and we're going to hinge as far as we can. Hinge back. You can't go any farther. You have to round. You're going to curl the tailbone under, go all the way down. Inhale, exhale. Good. Nice and tall spine. Hinge back, hinge, hinge, hinge. And finish rolling down all the way. Exhale up. We'll just do one more of those. So nice and tall, hinge, hinge, hinge. And curl under and round back. Good. And exhale up. When you come up on this one, maybe taking another little stretch over your legs with your band. And then we'll come onto our side, and we're going to start with clam. So you're going to take your band underneath your knees, behind your knees rather, underneath your thighs, whatever, and find the legs in that half bend diamond with the heels lined up with our tailbone, our knees stacked, hips stacked, and holding onto your band. And you can be up like this, or lie down all the way. It doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer, right? But we're going to press into the band to open that knee. Find how much resistance you want here, right? And close. So the top heel of that leg, that top leg, that heel is pressing into the bottom heel to open and close, right? Press and release. So really warming up the external rotators, strengthening the hip. Good, and breathe. And then next time you close, lift your feet a little bit and continue. It's just a little different, right? Getting in a little bit different muscles that way. So open and close, and breathe. This is the best way to strengthen your hips, this one right here. Good. And the next time you close, go ahead and relax your legs and take a moment to let go of your band. Lie down with your arms out in front of your chest. And we'll just take that top arm, reach it long, take it to the ceiling and open our book. So we'll take it back, all the way, and close our book. A little upper body back rotation here. And one more time, reach, take it to the ceiling, open all the way back. And close your book. Ah, I could keep doing that all day. All right, come up and bring your band around your top foot, same foot that or leg that we were working, same legs on top rather, and just bring your band around that bottom of that foot. Anchor it under your bottom knee. Right, so you're anchoring the band with this bent knee. You don't want it too tight, believe me. Okay, so trust me. All right, so you just find how tight you want it, but you're just going to press and release, right? So press into that band, hold for a moment and release. Toes are pointed forward, hips are stacked. Again, you can lie down on your arm. You could be this way on your elbow or up on your elbow, you know, whatever feels good to you. Just press and release and breathe. It's very different using the band or using the resistance band to work muscles. It gets deeper, right? It gets into the muscles deeper than if you don't use a band. So you're going to start to feel it after a while. All right, and then we'll take that band out from under the bottom knee, but hold on to it and circle the leg up and around. And so forward, up, around to the back. Just a little circle, doesn't have to be big, whatever size it is. And reverse your circle back up into the front and down. I just like to rest my hand on my hip. That's what works for me. So whatever, just holding on to the band. And then when the leg lowers down, go ahead and pull your knee in and press out. Pull in and do whatever you want with your arm here. You just want to kind of let that leg bend and straighten it. Pull it in and press it out. It feels good to the muscles. And then next time we press out, we're going to stay there. We're going to kick forward and stretch back and kick forward, stretch back. Again, you might just rest your hand on your hip. That's whatever works for you. Swing that leg and breathe. Last one, and then when you reach back, let your knee bend, let your legs relax. Oh, yes. We're just going to come up to sitting, or if you want to stay on your back, to stretch your hip, you can, right? Either way, just going to do a little hip stretch. So if you want to stay on your back, you can, or come up to sitting. Yeah. You know, oh boy, see what I mean? Feel that? Feel the feelings. Okay. So you might stack your legs and pull forward, or wow, forgotten how intense that is. Oh, like I said, it works deeper into the muscles. Wow. Sometimes you don't know what kind of medicine you're getting into. Right? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was my injured side, so I think that's why it's so tense. Okay, then we're going to come around to the other side. So make your way around to your other side and find the knees or clam. This really gets it going. Okay, and then finding that heels in line with the tailbone, knees are stacked. Again, however you want to be on your arm. You're going to press the top heel into the bottom heel to open and then release. Find your resistance on this side. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. That mine's different. And breathe. I don't want very much resistance side. This leg works enough as it is. Breathe. And then when we close, we'll lift our feet a little bit and continue. So muscles a little differently. Waking up those external rotators. Next time you close, relax your legs. Take a moment to lie down with your arms straight out in front of the chest. We're going to reach our top arm, take it to the ceiling, open to the back. And close our book. I have stuff in my way, but and then again, reach open to the back. Follow that arm. How far does it go? And close your book. Ah. And then we'll bring our band around that foot, that side. Again, you want to anchor. So it's like this, anchor with the bottom knee. And toes pointed forward, press up. Again, how much resistance do you want, right? And this side here. Good, breathe. I need to work this side of my body a little bit less than my other side, so. Rest. Good, and then when it lowers, unhook from underneath that leg, and we'll circle the leg. Just take some circles, holding onto your band. However big they are. And reverse your circles. This is where you really start to feel it, I think. At least I do. Okay. And then we're going to stop and pull the knee in, press it out. Pull in. Press it out. Yeah. And releasing the muscles a little bit. And the next time you press out, we're going to kick forward and stretch back. So you can be up on your elbow or lay down, whatever you want to do, but swing forward and swing back. Inhale and exhale. Stretching through the back of the leg, stretching through the front of the leg. Good. And next time you reach back, let your legs bend and relax together. And here you can either roll onto your back to do a hip stretch if you prefer that. Come up to sitting to do a hip stretch. Just do something to stretch that hip out a little bit. Seated figure 4. Oh my gosh. That's intense. Okay. Find it. Just explore a hip stretch for the side. Taking a moment to apologize to our hips for all of that. Yeah. And then what we'll do next is come around to sitting and bring your band. We're going to go back to a little bit of ab work and hip opening stuff. So if your band is long like mine and you can wrap your feet what you want to do is take your band under your feet, have your feet a couple inches apart, kind of tighten the band, take it from the outside to the inside and around. So the band's outside the foot, you wrap it, hold the other side tight, wrap it under through the inside and around. So now your feet are in, completely wrapped up like that. Okay, so if you can do that, great. And what we'll do is come onto our back, bring our legs into frog position with our, and if you can't do that, you can just put your band across the balls of your feet, right? Hopefully that'll work. Okay, so you're going to come into frog, holding with the band inside the legs, probably, heels together, knees and toes open, pull your heels in, and then press out. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, press out. Now, if you want to add the head and shoulders into it, lift up, lower down, or stay up. Pull it in and press out, or keep your head on the ground. Whatever feels good to you, or whatever works. Press out. Squeeze the legs together. Pull in. Press out. Good. Really open the hips. You want to open those hips up. Pull the heels in. Right. Last one. And when you bring your legs in, make them parallel in tabletop. So the band's on the outside of your legs, elbows down. And then anchoring your elbows down, take your legs over to the one side, and exhale them back to the top. Take them over to the other side, keep them tight together, and exhale back. And maybe we should do that in frog. Let's put our legs back in frog and try that. Take it over to the side and lift up. Oh, that works. Okay, over to the side. Keep your heels together and lift up. Over to the side, anchoring your elbows, your arms onto the ground. When you come to the top, straighten your legs to the ceiling, parallel, and take them over to the side. Really anchor your arms, exhale back. So you have to use your obliques more, obviously. Keep the legs together, take them over, anchoring your arms, exhale back. Little side to side, tick tock. Good. Using your breath. Good. And then when you bring the legs back to the top this time, on this one, bend your knees again. You might gather up your band, you might wrap your hands. You're going to lift your head and shoulders, and as you exhale, press your legs away from you to roll up into teaser. So elbows close to our side. Inhale, exhale, roll back down as the knees bend. Good. Inhale, exhale, press into the band to roll up. Elbows in and down. Inhale, exhale, roll back down. Nice deep breath. Press yourself up. And exhale back down. One more. Inhale, use that band. Press up. And now you're going to stay here. You can bend your knees or you can keep your legs straight. You're just going to reach the feet down and then lift them up. So hold the torso still. If your legs are straight, that's harder, obviously. So feel free to let your knees be as bent as they want to be. And just lower and lift legs. Lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Just holding still on top. Okay, now next time the legs lift, this is going to be the ultimate challenge. You're going to roll your torso down You're going to put your feet down, stretch your legs out, but you're holding onto your band still. If you want to do this, you don't have to. Okay. Inhale as you curl the head and shoulders up. On your exhale, lift your legs and lift your torso up. It's not that hard. Inhale, exhale, roll back down, legs lower down. It's just a full teaser, right? Inhale, exhale, lift up, legs come up. Inhale, exhale, lower down. That's all. Stay there. Okay, you can bring your knees into your chest, hug your knees, take your band off of your feet. Relax your body, roll around, rock around with your knees into your chest, whatever feels good to you. Okay, and then we're going to come around up onto our all fours. So bring your band along the mat, lengthwise, flat. Doesn't matter if it's even or not. You're just going to put your knee on it, right? So that knee, I've got my left knee on it, but the same side hand holds the band. You're on your all fours. Okay. And you're going to stretch the opposite leg, the back leg back, touch the toes down. And you're going to find this arm straight, touching down. Okay. And all we're going to do is lift the leg, lift the arm as we pull the band, and then lower, touch down. So find your resistance. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, touch down. Exhale, reach out and lift. Touch down, reach out. Good. Last one. And we're going to lower down and take it to the other side, to the other leg. This leg on this knee on the band. This same side arm. Stretch your other leg back. Find yourself stable. Fingers spread wide on the other hand, right? And then inhale, exhale, reach out. Inhale, touch down. You'll notice you really do have to use your core muscles a lot to do this, right? Kind of a full body thing, right? Inhale, touch down. Exhale, reach out and lift. Last one. And then go ahead and relax on the band, hands and knees underneath. We're going to bring our band in front of us, come onto our belly. So we have holding onto the band, arms over the head, a wide V, kind of, widen shoulders. Looking down, and you're just going to slide your hands in to lift up, and then slide them back out. This is really nice to do. Keep going, slide in. If you're on a bare floor and you can have a blanket under your hands and slide it in and out, it's a really great way to do it. But if you can, just let your hands slide in towards you and lift up and back out. Called baby swan. Slide in, press up, and back. In and out. You can stay out on this one. I'm going to just float our arms up off the ground. Pull the band apart across the chest. Gonna move my body. And then release overhead and lower down. Right, so inhale, float up. Exhale, pull the band apart. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull apart. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, lower. This time we'll lift up. Hold your right arm still. Pull your left arm down to your hip. Bring it back and lower down. And lift up. Hold the left arm still. Bring your right arm down by your hip, by your leg, and then back up and lower down. Keep going. Lift up. Left arm pulls down. Bring it back and lower down. One more time. Lift up. Right arm pulls down. Bring it back and lower down. And now lift up. Take your band over your head. Reach back, lifting a little higher, and then bring the band back over the head, in front of you, and lower down. Just do that one more time. So lift up, bring the band over the head, reach back and lift a little bit higher, lift back up over the head, and lower down. Okay. You can relax now. Bring yourself to your knees. Sit back to your heels. Pose stretch for our back here. You might like your legs together. You might like to open the knees, whatever feels good to you. Stretch the back. Okay, and then we'll come to sitting, and we're going to sit on our band. Those brave ones of you that are left. Okay, you're going to make your band flat on the mat and sit on it. There we go. And you can sit with your legs straight out in front. You can sit in a diamond. You can sit cross-legged if you want. If you have a hard time sitting tall, might do that one of those. Okay, just take the band in one hand, whichever side you want to start with. Right, find your, take that arm up. This hand can be on the mat, and just side stretched. And so adjust the band so it's not too tight, just whatever amount of resistance you want. Just take a side stretch. You might even like your legs in a straddle to do this too. It's also good if you can sit with your legs straight. All right, and then we'll do the other side. So just taking that other half of the band, reaching up, and take it over. And again, adjusting if you want to loosen it a little bit. Yeah. All right, and then when we come up, we'll take the band. We don't have time to do everything I wanted to do, but take your band behind your back. So out from under you, and legs in a straddle. If you can straddle your legs, right, to do saw. So you've got the band, you're just gonna inhale tall, exhale twist, reach across, anchoring the hips and lifting back up to tall, rotate, stretch across, right? So anchoring the hips, reach for that opposite foot. Your back hand might be on the ground, or it might just be reaching away from your front arm. And with the breath, breathe. Great. And keep going until you feel like you've got a pretty good stretch, or until you're even on both sides at least. And you can release the band, shake your shoulders, roll them out. Maybe do a little circle of your head, release the neck. Sometimes the shoulders can get extra tense, more tense than they need to be when we're using the band. Okay, thank you all for coming. I'm going to hit this button.